You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Perfect.
Oh, you already know what time it is. That's right, baby. We back, baby. And we got some news for that ass. As always, WWE got some stuff going on. They throwing shade. We got Mustafa Ali asking to be let go. WWE is like,
Nope.
oh man, we got a lot going on today. Check out my socials. So, as always, you can find me, RJD, at RJD10K on Instagram, RJ699 on Twitter, and RJD199 on Snapchat. Most importantly, follow me at What The Wrestling on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok. Also, follow me at What The Wrestling on Spotify and Anchor. Let's get into this. Let's go. Yes. Tis I, RJD here. Looking as bold and sexy as I want to be. You already know. Oh, yeah, so, my thing seems to be, my headphones are acting up, so I have no idea. I know the sound is good, but the headphones are acting crazy, so might not be a lot of sound effects in this one, unfortunately, but that's okay. If we got sound effects, that's great. If not,
Surprise, motherfucker.
you get me, okay? You get me. So, yes, we are color coordinated around here. That's what we do. We're going to keep it bold and sexy. And as always, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling. This is your What the Wrestling news brief coming to you live on Sunday as Tampa Bay is spanking that ass. If you're a Philly fan, I feel sorry for you. We got some snow coming on the East Coast, and I'm about to get the hell up out of Dodge real soon. So, before I do, let's bring you the news, baby. But before we do, come on now. Like the goddamn video. Hit that like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Don't do it for me. Do it for the cat. He's sitting right here. Don't believe me? Wait, give me a tail. He's sitting on his tail. There's a cat there. Trust me, he's there. He's right here. I don't want to disrupt him because he's sitting on my papers. It's like he's looking extra fluffy today. I should like mess with him on purpose. You probably don't believe me that there's a cat there, but trust me, there's a cat and he's right here out of, can you see him right here? Can you see him? He's looking at me like, what are you doing? There, see? He's there. Trust me. He was in the camera. Anyway, like the goddamn video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you drop a comment down below, I will respond directly to you. And as always, check out the Etsy shop down below. We got t-shirts. We got hats coming. Fitted hats. Alright, fitted hats. We got hats coming. We got coasters in the shop. We got a bunch of different things coming down the pipeline. Please show some love, show some support. Click the link down below. Buy a shirt. It will come to you. It's going to be dope. It's me, RJD. Now, back to regularly scheduled programming. So, I want to start off with WWE throwing this bullshit shade at AEW over this bullshit talking about they too bloody and all of this nonsense. Man, they so goddamn hypocritical. Wait till you hear this garbage. So, WWE, in an article, was throwing some shade. And the problem here is you can't throw shade at somebody when you do the exact same thing. All right. So there's a quote from Ringside News they're reporting. If you look at the gory self-mutilation that bloodied several women in the December 31st event on TNT, it quickly becomes clear that these are very different businesses. We're hoping that they do not go on with blood and guts and gory things that have been doing, which would be bad. And I can't speak for TNT, but I can't imagine they'd put up with that. Now, Vince McMahon said that piece of mierda. If you don't know what mierda is, it means a bullshit.
You stupid.
Listen. I'm gonna keep it a whole 100 with you. This is probably some back alley attempt to get their sponsors to kind of look a little deeper, maybe drop them or maybe leave, maybe they lose advertising, which means they lose money. This is just another way to take a shot at AEW by WWE, and it's corny only because like, has WWE forgotten who they are? Like Vince McMahon, who has cut himself on his forehead more times than we could count, who got headbutted 2-3 years ago by Kevin Owens on an angle on TV, like legit headbutt, who had Randy Orton go out there with Brock Lesnar and literally get elbowed to death and get bloodied up the hard way because Brock Lesnar, former UFC heavyweight champion, they were told to go out there and bloody up Randy Orton, but instead of doing it the good old-fashioned little real quick blade way, go out there and elbow him into oblivion, and then give him a concussion while you're at it.
You stupid. Get the fuck out of here!
Silliness. Pure silliness, okay? I don't know what the hell Vince McMahon is talking about here. Listen. The Lights Out match made, first of all, Thunder Rosa was already coming in, making a great impression. She sort of has a chip on the shoulder, but she's really good, and she wanted to be really good. She wants to be the best. I love the fire. But that shit made Britt Baker. Britt Baker ain't been the same since the Lights Out match. Like, everybody bigging her up, and she lost, which is crazy. Like, you want to know how you make somebody look good in a losing effort? Go watch the Lights Out match. Like, Britt Baker that shit catapulted her to the title. Like, after that, she got over crazy after that match. Yes, was it bloody? Sure, they're women. Okay, there was bloody. But it's not unlike anything we've ever seen before. Yes, they were bloody, okay. But it was safe in the context of it being a hardcore match, a lights out match. It was safe. Nobody was hurt. Nobody got a concussion. What would you rather have? Thunder Rosa go out there and elbow Britt Baker and bust her open a hard way like Randy Orton did like Brock Lesnar did to fucking Randy Orton? Come on, man. That shit sounds stupid.
Stop it.
So,
Get some help.
I don't want to hear nothing about, if they're women and they're soft. No, this is fucking wrestling. They're women. They know what they're getting in there and doing. There's nothing that these women are going to do. Nobody can make them do anything. They're out there performing for us so that we could be entertained. And that match was one hell of a match. So for you to say, they got too much women and women are getting bloody, that's not the business. That's not the way our business is, because we don't do that at WWE. Bullshit. How many times has Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker, Batista, I ain't even gonna get into it. How many times has everybody been, like, for them to even say this garbage is, we don't do, like, listen, they may not do it as much as they once did, but let's not cap here. There's still when it's necessary, you still will get blood in WWE. And me personally, women want to go out there and perform. I love women's wrestling. I think the women are awesome. You got the four horsewomen, all very talented. Yeah, you got women like Bianca Belair, Kairi Sane, Asuka. You got women like Toni Storm, Tegan Knox, Ember Moon. I go on and on and on, and that's not even including the women on AEW's roster who I haven't even touched on, who are simply amazing. So stop. So miss me with that bullshit. Like miss me with that. Miss me with that. This is definitely a ploy to try to get them to lose some advertising. Attitude Era was all about blood. There was blood all over the place. Okay, so with AEW, they have blood sometimes. Who gives a shit? It's a great product. I don't give a shit how much blood they got. Women are a little bloody. The match was fantastic. You think I left that match and I was like, oh, Britt Baker's bloody head. No, I was like, let's go, ladies. Let's go. So listen, this is this is stupid. Yeah, they threw some shade, but listen, what they threw has no merit, has no basis. It's corny, it's trash, and they should not. Listen, it's healthy competition, so they're doing what they gotta do. They're like, fuck it, we're gonna try and throw some shade at them and see if anything sticks. But no, I don't think AEW is too bloody. The women want to go out there and get right and put on a crazy performance and entertain us. I'm not going to be the one to tell them to stop. Nor should anybody else. When you got women that are professionals, like a Thunder Rosa, like a Britt Baker, like Asuka or Sasha Banks or whoever, when you got women that are professionals and they're going to act professionally and make sure everything is right, then let them go out there and do what they do. So, WWE throwing shade because of the whole bloody women thing. Trash.
Nope.
Moving on. Wardlow has been the topic of a lot of conversation. Wardlow is set up to have a massive babyface run, especially when that brother gets his hands on MJF and literally chokes MJF into oblivion. He's gonna be probably the biggest goddamn babyface in the whole company. You know how I know? Because on Dynamite, when MJF was like, "You're gonna lose the big one. You always lose the big one. You're useless," and he grabbed his hand. He was like, "Wait." Like the facial expressions, the crowd. I don't think the crowd got hyped for anything else that entire night. They went crazy. They really wanted to see MJF get killed. But it was not to be. Not on that night. So, with that being said,
Nope.
PW Insider recently caught up with Wardlow for an interview, and he said this: AEW made my lifelong Wild West dreams come true. Tony Khan gave me that. Cody Rhodes, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, they gave me that. The way people are treated there, the schedule, I'm so beyond blessed, and I don't think there's any convincing me that the grass is greener on the other side. Very, very happy with AEW and the way I'm treated, and very, very happy with AEW and the way I'm treated and just how the whole company is ran head to toe. He says he's an AEW lifer. Listen, WWE starts. First of all, Wardlow is the perfect kind of guy that WWE wants right now. A young, then Wardlow's in his early 30s, late 20s. A young, relatively young, jacked dude. What's Wardlow? 280, 270? Wardlow's probably like 6'2", 6'3", something like that. Wardlow is the perfect kind of guy that they want. And Wardlow can really wrestle. He's athletic. He can do a lot of interesting things in the ring. They really, really want guys like that. So Wardlow could go and they could build up Wardlow, and they would catapult that dude to the top because those are the type of guys that they want, which is okay. Everybody has their preference. They want what they want. Not gonna be mad at that. But when Wardlow gets Now, if he listen, and you got to test the waters. Go test the waters, see what they offering, and then bring it back to Tony and let him match it. I respect it, but they're gonna throw everything in the kitchen sink at Wardlow in 2-3 years whenever his contract is up, assuming he stays healthy and everything's okay. Because that brother is, especially once he breaks out and he finally gets free of MJF and he goes on that massive babyface run. Woo, shit, it's coming. And when it comes, I'm telling you, Wardlow is going to be the best thing smoking on AEW. So I look forward to seeing the bidding war in 2024. Now I know that's MJF, but I look forward to seeing what he wants to do. I know Wardlow, he was on the indie scene. He really likes AEW. A lot of people really like the AEW culture. They like the backstage stuff. They like the family dynamic that AEW has. AEW is not without its faults. It's not without people going crazy and people, obviously you see with the Big Swole situation, it's not above criticism. AEW is not perfect by any means, but they are a great alternative to WWE, which seems to not give a shit about the fans or what they think. So WWE moving in that direction of big beefy dudes, that's all we want. So you know what? It's gonna be what it's gonna be. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. It's gonna be very interesting to see where Wardlow lands. Me personally, I don't think Wardlow leaves, but I do think he has to go. Just as proper negotiations, you gotta go see what they offer. You have to. That don't mean you gotta take it, but you gotta see what they're offering. But who knows how much they would offer him? But then again, do you really want to go to a place where they'll fire your ass? You'll sign a 5-year contract and then they'll fire you 9 months into the 5-year contract. Do you really want to go to a place like that? So it's you gotta weigh your options. But me personally, I don't see him leaving. I don't see him going anywhere near WWE. I don't think they wouldn't know what to do with him. They wouldn't know how to use him. They wouldn't book him right because they hardly book anybody right, not named Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar. They just, I don't know what it is with them, but they're slacking and they're macking. So I don't see it. But we'll see what happens. But it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens. If he leaves,
surprise, motherfucker.
That's how I would feel. That's exactly how I would feel. Now, let's move on to Mustafa Ali. What's going on here? So apparently Mustafa Ali got into a heated argument with Vince McMahon before he asked for his release. Now, stop the show. Mustafa Ali is a very, very good wrestler. And he could be a good bad guy or a good guy. I think he's very talented. He's very versatile. And I think they should have used him properly. Yeah, he got the shit end of the stick when he got hurt and Kofi got his spot. And then we had Kofi Mania. Listen, I look at that Kofi earned that, man. 10 years in, to 10, 11 years in for Kofi. And he finally got his moment that nobody could take away from him. I'm cool with that. But Ali, they had something with the whole retribution thing. They could have built them up. They didn't do it. They had something with Ali, who's the hidden SmackDown dude with the computers. They didn't do nothing with it. They just put retribution on TV to lose and lose and lose and lose and lose. It was like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? This brother is so talented. Then they put him with Mansoor, and instead of maybe making them a tag team, they don't even make them a tag team. They have them go against each other. It's like the one possible thing they could have did to make it interesting, that story with Mansoor, they didn't execute it properly. So it's like, what are we doing? I'd be frustrated as hell if I was this guy. If I was Ricochet. Cesaro did just have a big WrestleMania moment, but him too. I mean, I would be furious because it's like, what are you doing? Why are you booking me this way? He's too talented, and he seems like he's wasting his career. He wants to go out there and perform. Yeah, you don't gotta win every goddamn day, but you want to go out there and perform for the fans. You want to go out there and perform, try to get over, see what you can do, put yourself in a good position. That's what they're there for. They're not there to be sitting and catering for months and months and months, or for weeks and weeks and weeks, and then you don't know what to do with them. It's depressing. Because the one thing you want to do, you can't do. It's depressing, I'm sure. I have no doubt. But Ringside News is reporting Mustafa Ali requests his release from WWE, and he made the news known today. Odds are they will let him out of his deal because he couldn't have some heat with Vince McMahon himself. Good. Stand up for your... First of all, let's applaud this brother. Let's applaud this brother. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. Especially with Vince, because you hear stories all the time about how Vince, if you let him push you over, he'll push you over. He likes to see people fight back and all of this other stuff. He doesn't like to, he doesn't like weak people. He'll run all over you if you let him, but if you stand your ground, he'll respect you. You've heard stories in interviews with countless people. Stone Cold, Jericho, countless people have said that. So, if he got into an argument, and we don't know what the argument's about, but if he got into an argument and he stood up for himself, kudos to you, brother. Kudos to you. So, let's read. As Ali revealed weeks ago, there was a vignette film for Mustafa Ali, New America gimmick that looked promising for the store, according to those in the know. Initially, the character was accepted before those in power in WWE changed their mind.
Get the fuck out of here!
We were told, in its place, there was a pitch from Vince McMahon for something Mustafa Ali would never have done, and it led to a heated argument between the two. Ali hasn't been around since. So they sent them home, I guess, because there was another report by Ringside News that Ali was sent home weeks ago. So maybe right after that argument, they sent him home and he said, "Yo, fuck it." Maybe they had him do. I don't even want to speculate. Let me continue to read. We will have to see what Mustafa Ali does next. Vince McMahon will continue running his billion-dollar wrestling company, and he will do so without Ali's political gimmick. The situation might also send a message to others on the roster who want to stand up to Mr. McMahon's creative decisions. Ringside News exclusively reported that WWE has a limited open door in terms of release requests. It makes no sense for WWE to keep Mustafa Ali on their payroll anymore with all of the releases in recent memory. Makes sense. Let the fucking guy go. You ain't using him. Listen, I don't know. And I don't even, the question is, do I even really want to know? That's the question. Do I even want to know what Vince McMahon tried to have that man go out there and do? We've seen and we've heard of stories of Vince making superstars do other things that is like the superstars tell them this is stupid, it's not gonna work, but let's figure it out. We've heard of stories of Vince, Seth Rollins talking about, listen, that can't happen again as far as the Elimination Chamber thing with Bray Wyatt, the Hell in a Cell, with Bray Wyatt. He was like, listen, that can't happen again. And I'm sure Seth said a lot more things than that to Vince, but we will never know because he's not going to tell us what actually went down, which is fine. That's between them two. But WWE got a history of this shit, man. They got a history of it. So it doesn't surprise me. Ali probably said, yo, enough is enough. Yo, I'm not doing that. Yo, you're going to do it. I'm not doing it. Send you home and send me the fuck home then. Like, you want to pay me my minimum to be at home? So be it. I'll go be at home. I ain't doing that. So whatever it was, I hope it comes out so we find out what it actually was that Vince wanted him to do that was the straw. It seems like that was the straw that broke the camel's back. He was probably frustrated as hell. And why wouldn't he be frustrated as hell? He's sitting here just like in catering, not working. He's doing all these vignettes for a new character. Everybody feels good about it. It's like, yeah, you got this new character coming. It's gonna be dope. I feel good about it. Yada yada yada. I like it. A couple weeks later, yeah, we're not doing that. We're going in a different direction. Wait, what? He's probably like, what? Man, so there's a lot going on there. Listen, shout out to Ali. I hope you get your release, brother. Hope you get your release and you can go out there and do what you want to do, man. Because Ali is very good and he deserves to go out there and be great. Because he is a great pro wrestler. And he can talk. And, you know, he's very athletic. So, come on, you don't know what to do with a guy like that. They made him a bad guy. I mean, you made him a heel. You should have used him. Oh, why? Because he's not 6'5", 275. Because he's not 6'6". You can't use him. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Get the fuck out of here!
But, like I was saying, I'm all done today. I don't know what's going on with my headset. I'll have that fixed by tomorrow. And listen, today's Sunday, tomorrow's Monday. All right, everybody be safe. If you live in the Northeast, we got a storm coming. We got a hurricane coming through. Now let me stop. We got a storm coming through.
You stupid.
Listen, don't judge me, okay? Don't judge me. We got a storm coming through. Everybody be safe. If you got to work and you can't make it to work, call out, all right? They'll be okay without you. They're for one day. They'll be fine. If you're going to drive in the snow, just drive extra slow. Unless you got a Suzuki, those shits beat up the goddamn snow. But other than that, it is me, RJD, all dressed to impress with the hat and the glasses. And I'm out of here. Everybody be safe. I'm gone. Peace. This looks like Sheamus, like his Titantron entrance. Let's fight. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace. We gone.
Dom DeMarco.
Give me a hell